Hi, Paul. Everything seems to be working. Touch wood. So, here we go again. It's another Sunday evening. It's not dark yet, but it's kind of getting there. So I'm going to start off with Vincent Black Lightning, just to give myself a kick up the bum. Said Red Molly to James, that's a fine motorbike. Oh, a girl could feel special on any such like. Said James to Red Molly, my hat's off to you. It's a Vincent Black Lightning 1952. And I've seen you on the corners and cafes, it seems. Red hair and black leather, my favourite colour scheme. And he pulled and down to Box Hill, he did a ride. Said James to Red Molly, here's a ring for your right hand, but I'll tell you in earnest, I'm a dangerous man. For Nortons and Reeveses, dangers won't do. So don't mind dying for them. But if fate should break my sway, I'd give you my Vincent to ride. Julia, Neil, Elizabeth. Hi, Leslie and Jeff. This is a magazine band, by the way, is for those of you who don't come from these parts, is quite a dodgy bend on the road from Cowdenbeath to Kelty. An old friend of mine now, sadly an absent friend, once rolled a Ford Cortina halfway across a field because he tried to take magazine bend too fast. And he finished up completely unscratched. Very lucky man. Hey Phil, hi Tom, Paul Sinclair, Paul Connolly, Dean, Frank, Carrie and Gail. Hiya. It's a pretty grey evening here as well. And hi John, and hi Neil. I think that's the first time you've said anything here, whether you've tuned in before or not. Nice to see you anyway, if only virtually. Hi Julia and Greg, Mr. Greg. Hi Sue. Okie dokie. Next one is another absent friend, actually. Not a friend of mine, but I think of him as a friend. Rather a strange sort of guy. Quite like the guy who came off the road between Cowdenbeath and Kelty. A guy called Warren Zevon, or Warren Zevon. And he wrote this song, Carmelita, which another pal of mine is doing a recording of, among other things, and I'm going to be playing some stuff on that for him, so I'm quite looking forward to that. Anyway, this is Carmelita by Warren Zevon. Oh, excuse me. I've got a wee pedal thing here, but I forgot to switch it on. Story of my life, eh? Carmelita. I hear mariachi static on the radio, and the tubes they glow in the dark, and I'm there with her in Ensenada when I'm here in Echo Park. Carmelita, hold me tighter, I think I'm sinking down, and I'm all strung out on heroin on the outskirts of town. Well, I'm sitting here playing solitaire with my pearl-handled deck. The county won't give me no more methadone, and they cut off your welfare check. Carmelita, hold me tighter, I think I'm sinking down, and I'm all strung out on heroin on the outskirts of town. Tighter, I think I'm sinking down, and I'm all strung out on heroin on the outskirts of town. Well, I pawned my Smith Corona and I went to meet my man. He hangs out down Alvarado Street by the Pioneer Chicken Stand. Carmelita, hold me tighter, well, I think I'm sinking down, and I'm all strung out on heroin on the outskirts of town. Carmelita, hold me tighter, I think I'm sinking down, and I'm all strung out on heroin on the outskirts of town. Carmelita. Hi, Marion. Hi, I'm full of these cheery numbers, Greg. I'm going to cheer you up even more. The next song was, the words were written by my big brother. When Leonard Cohen died, it was Leonard Cohen's birthday if he'd still been alive on the Monday there, 21st of September. Anyway, when Leonard died, my big brother, John, who has a very poetic side that lots of people don't know exists, he wrote these brilliant words, a kind of epitaph for Leonard, and said, can you stick some music to that? So I did it, and I tried to do it in the style of Leonard Cohen without copying any of his tunes. It's just called Epitaph, and I really like it, and I think my big brother's words were absolutely brilliant. Fantastic lyric that he wrote. Almost worthy of the great Leonard himself. Hi, Carol. Okay, so this is Epitaph. You didn't know it, maybe nobody told you, or they did and you didn't believe. You're not on your own when it's time to go home. You don't feel alone, there's someone else there when you got up in the night, couldn't find the light, but the darkness is an old friend. You walked down the hall, didn't mean to fall, and you didn't call, didn't see what was there to defend. And as you were sleeping, your heart had stopped beating, and it came to you like an old friend. Michael the angel, testing the faithful, asked right now, do you? You replied, hallelujah. We know this isn't the end. Michael the angel, testing the faithful, ask right now, do ya? You replied, hallelujah. We know this isn't the end. No, this isn't the end. Was Epitaph for Leonard Cohen. Okay, something a little bit more more up. About time, says you, Mr. Greg. This is a song that was, can't remember who wrote it, but it was performed famously by the great Fats Waller, a wonderful humorist, piano player, singer, and all-round amazing guy. This one is, it's a love song from a man to his true love, telling her that her feet are too big. Way up north in a house that's new, there was 4 of us, me, your big feet and you. From your ankle up, I'd say you're sweet. From there on down, you're just too much feet. Oh, your feet's too big. Don't want you 'cause your feet's too big. Can't use you 'cause your feet's too big. I love you 'cause your feet's too big. Oh, your feet's too big. Don't want you 'cause your feet's too big. Mad at you because your feet's too big. Love you even if your feet's too big. Where'd you get 'em? How'd you get 'em? Where'd you get 'em? Well, I got 'em. Your girl, she likes you and she thinks you're nice. You got what it takes to take it to paradise. She says she likes your face and she loves your rig. But man, oh man, them things are too big. Your feet's too big. I don't want you 'cause your feet's too big. Can't use you 'cause your feet's too big. I love you 'cause your feet's too big. Oh, your feet's too big. I don't want you 'cause your feet's too big. Mad at you because your feet's too big. Love you even if your feet's too big. Your pedal extremities are colossal, but to me you look just like a fossil. You got me walking, talking, squawking, because your feet's too big. Where'd you get 'em? How'd you get 'em? Where'd you get 'em? Well, I got 'em. In the sports, that's where you shine. Washing dishes, baby, you're divine. You shine in sports like swimming and ducking, but oh boy, when it comes to trucking, your feet's too big. I don't want you 'cause your feet's too big. Can't use you 'cause your feet's too big. I love you 'cause your feet's too big. Oh, your feet's too big. I don't want you 'cause your feet's too big. Mad at you because your feet's too big. Love you even if your feet's too big. Your pedal extremities are colossal, but to me you look just like a fossil. You got me walking, talking, squawking, because your feet's too big. I think it's wonderful that you can write a song in which the line is, your pedal extremities are colossal. I just think that's absolutely fabulous songwriting. Just going to check the tuning because that sounded a bit dodgy to me. I tune up just before I start every week, and then when the room gets a little bit warmer, the old third string does its trick. Okay. Hi, Gil. Thanks for that. Fred Fisher and Ada Benson, eh? Okay, this is one of my songs. I wrote it a wee while ago, just about living in the moment. It's not about any kind of fantastic hedonism or anything like that. It's just about the fact that you search for happiness and you're never going to find it. It happens to you. You've got to enjoy it when it's there. Mr. Greg, I run out screaming like a big girl. Sorry about that, sounded a bit sexist. I'm only kidding. I'd actually be brave. I've got a bucket of water hidden in the back of the room there that I would just scoosh it over all the burning things. Okay, enough of this talking pish. This is just called Today. And I kind of thought of it when I was walking about in the wee walk above Glendavon, Castle Hill Reservoir, which is a very pretty part of the world. And when I was walking about, thinking about it, I was kind of humming away to myself. And I've kind of left the humming in. I think it goes with the sentiments. Clouds never seeing all you have. In the moment, snap your fingers and it's gone. Mist in the valley before it burns off in the sun. All your life you searched for joy, raced for time and looked for love. Never stopped to look around. Never seeing all you have. It's quite, it's only a couple of weeks old, so I'm still kind of fiddling with it a little bit, but I like it. This next one's a bit of a curiosity. It's from James Taylor's Sweet Baby James album, but it's not a song that he wrote. It's a song from musicals, actually, although I think the guy, Stephen Foster, who wrote it, probably got elements of it from folk music. Alabama, Oh Susanna it's called. So everybody's heard it. But James Taylor does this really nice version of it, or did this really nice version of it, on the album Sweet Baby James a long time ago. So he takes it away, as normal at the beginning, and then sings it with these nice jazzy chords. It works really well, I think. As I come from Alabama with this banjo on my knee, and I'm bound for Louisiana, my true love for the sea. It did rain all night the day I left, the weather was born dry. The sun was so hot I froze myself. Susanna, don't you break down and cry. I said, oh Susanna, now don't you cry for me, as I come from Alabama with this banjo on my knee. Well, I had a dream the other night when all the world was still. I dreamt I saw my gal Suzanne, she was coming round the hill. Oh, the buckwheat cake was in her mouth, a tear was in her eye. I said, I come from Dixieland, Susanna, don't you break down and cry. I said, oh, Susanna, now don't you cry for me, as I come from Alabama with this banjo on my knee. A bit of a curiosity. I really like it. Okay. This is another of my songs which I wrote about a girl called Annie who was born in Primmer Place, a street in Cowdenbeath. I would think, you know, when I write these songs, Annie doesn't exist as far as I know. I made her up. It's a story of a person, but it's not that an unusual story, not that an unusual person, and I just think you can actually write a nice song about an ordinary person, and you can write a nice song that has street names from Cowdenbeath in it. As you know, I've been spending many years trying to win the how many times can you mention Broad Street in a song competition. Anyway, this is about Annie who was born in Primmer Place, called You and Me. Annie was born in Primmer Place with a good heart and a pretty face. She was never a charity case. She was just like you and me. She went to Broad Street Primary School. She wasn't a genius, she wasn't a fool. She did her work and she followed the rules, 'cause she was keen to please. Just like you and me, too small to be seen by the winners in the world. The ones who make deals don't believe that she can feel. Just an ordinary girl, just like you and me. She left behind not a lot to show. She got a job in the baby grow. Had hopes and dreams that you'd never know. She would never let you see. She found herself with a lover's child. She married the boy who had made her smile. And she was happy for a little while, just as far as she could be. Just like you and me, too small to be seen by the winners in the world. The ones who make deals don't believe that she can feel. Just an ordinary girl, just like you and me. Now she's living on her own. The joker left and the kids have flown. She grits her teeth and she carries on like other times before. The cards were dealt and the coin was tossed, and now she's left with a sense of loss, but still a spark of the girl she was that could have been much more. Just like you and me, too small to be seen by the winners in the world. The ones who make deals don't believe that she can feel. Just an ordinary girl, just like you and me. 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 I'm single-handedly making Primmer Place, Broad Street, the Baby Grove. I'm single-handedly bringing them into the mainstream there. Not. Okay, a little bit of the electric six-string guitar, as it was once famously called. Okay, this is Hendrix song. It's one of my favourite Hendrix songs. It's not a big, loud sort of feedbacky thing. It's what I liked best about Hendrix actually was all the nice chordy things that he did. So this one is one of my favourites. It's called Little Wing. And I have to play the first bit and then switch my backing on. So there may be a slight hiatus. Good word, that, eh? Well, she's walking through the clouds with a circus mind running wild. Butterflies and zebras and moonbeams, fairy tale. That's all she ever thinks about, riding with the wind. When I'm sad, she comes to me with 1,000 smiles. She gives to me free. It's all right, she says. Take anything you want from me, anything. Fly out. I haven't done that one for ages. Okie dokie. Next one's one of mine. Oh, God. I wrote it quite a long time ago. I didn't write it for Kim, but I do it in a band with her. It really suits her voice. It's a rocky thing. Called When Love Is Away. Let us see if we can find it. There we go. First time.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Open my eyes. Looks like just one more day on my own, wishing my life away. Life is on hold. Every second love is away. Piece of my heart that you picked up on the way. Piece of my soul that you saved for another day. Life has gone cold. Every minute love is away. Down on the shore, watching waves across the bay. Talk to the wind, but I got nothing to say. Can't got my tongue. Every day that love is away. Sun goes down and all the colors fade to gray. The sky is dark at the end of this lonely day. Cast in the dawn every time that love is away. Watching waves across the bay. Talk to the wind, but I got nothing to say. Cat got my tongue. Every day of love is away. Okie dokie. I got drugstore truck driving man girl. I will do that in another one because I like drugstore truck driving man. I haven't done it for years. Kicking hippies' asses and raising hell, as I remember. Okay, last one, guys, is just a bit of light-hearted fun. Haha. In the middle of the doom and gloom. It's that old Chuck Berry song called Celavi, which roughly translated means life is a bastard. There was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished him well. You could see the Creator truly loved a mademoiselle. And now the young and sure were gone from the chapel bell. Celavi said, yo, folks, goes to show you never can tell. tell. Teenage wedding and the old folks wished them well. You could see that Pierre truly loved the mademoiselle. And now the young monsieur and madame have rung the chapel bell. Celavi said the old folks, it goes to show you never can tell. And that is all from me for tonight. Okie dokie. So, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm just going to keep doing this for a little while longer until everything is absolutely back to normal. Thank you everybody very much for continuing to tune in. And see you next week if you can manage. Okay. So, good night from me. And it's good night from me.